soon as my internship ended, I decided to go to New York and visit a friend. I had never been before, so it was kind of like, I guess, something fun to do for the summer. And that's a picture of me with a Minion. I did lots of kid-like things when I was in New York. So the first thing that I wanted to see when I went to New York was Times Square. I think that's kind of something that everyone wants to see when they go to New York. So the first place that caught my eye was the Hershey store. I love chocolate, and it was very fun, so I had to go inside. And it was well worth it because they had free Hershey Kisses. So I asked for a couple of those, and the guy was nice enough to give me a couple instead of just one. And then the next place I went was the Toys R Us. I saw all the Minions, and Minions are like my new thing from Despicable Me, so I was very excited about that. And inside the toy store, it was a couple stories, and they had a Ferris wheel, which was like the coolest thing ever. My friends didn't let me go in it because we didn't have enough time, but I just thought that was so cool. So this was just, I just took a picture of it because I liked it. I tried to take a picture without people's heads in the way, but if you've been to New York, that's impossible with people everywhere all the time. And the last thing I took a picture was M&M World, once again, the child in me, and I love chocolate. So the next really cool thing was the High Line. That's in meatpacking. I'm not sure what the real area is, but my friend that I went to visit with has lived in New York her whole life, and she just calls it meatpacking because that's what it once was. It was a meatpacking district. So the High Line, they converted an old subway line into a walking park. It's a couple miles long. I'm not going to zoom into all these pictures because they're all kind of the same thing. But so part of, you can see where they just took the old tracks and just put gardens and things in it. They have benches you can sit on. And down in the right-hand corner, they have kind of like little areas where you can just sit and watch people walking on the street, which is like paradise for people watchers, because you can just kind of watch people kind of from afar, and they don't really know you're watching them. Okay, so Chinatown. This was one of the places that was on my must-see list, because I'd never been, only seen it in movies. So this is just one of the streets in Chinatown. I went to a really cool restaurant called Joe's Shanghai, which all these celebrities go to. Really good. It was a lot of fun. Seeing all the pictures on the wall of all the celebrities that have been there. And there's this thing called bubble tea. I've never heard of it before, but apparently this is like a thing. And you can get like a juice or a tea, and they have all these little bubbles at the bottom that are different flavors. So when you bite into them, they all have like little bursts of a certain flavor, like mango or some sort of fruit. Okay, walking down Chinatown, we saw these weird fruits called rambutan. So I had seen something like this on TV, but it was like a fictional fruit. So obviously I asked Slade if I could try one, and this is what it looks like. The silvery part is the part you eat. And it was a really weird consistency, but it tasted sort of like pineapple. It was really cool, and I came home and told my family this was like the cool thing I tried. I tried some other fruits like dragon fruit and lychees and all those things, but this was by far the best. Okay, the next place I went was Central Park. The first thing I wanted to see was Belvedere Castle. That's because I love the Smurfs, once again, the inner child in me. And Belvedere Castle was in the Smurfs. That was just kind of cool to see a little castle in the center of Central Park. This is Shakespeare's Garden. I looked online, and apparently there's Shakespeare's gardens, like different places in the world. And each garden has vegetation from some of Shakespeare's works. They try to put that in the garden. And apparently this is a common place to get married too, if any of you guys want a cool place to get married. And this is just the lake in Central Park. I was looking for the boathouse that's in all the movies, but my friend sprained her ankle and she didn't want to walk that far, so this was as good as I could get. Okay, so some other fun things from my trip. These are all kind of random things, but I went to Dylan's Candy Bar. So pretty much the whole store, it's 3 stories of candy. The lollipops on the ceiling, the stairs were all candy. Obviously, they had like the candy bar, you could get all the different types of candy you wanted. So off obviously I got some candy and a cute little cupcake. And I guess this is just one of the places that you have to go when you go to New York, because all my friends were like freaking out about it. So I went to the 9/11 memorial. It has 2 water fountains with a 30-foot drop where each of the Trade Center buildings were. This building in the background is the museum that they're building. I'm not sure when it's going to be open, but we were peeking inside the windows and you can see some of the original framework from the trade towers. All around each of the fountains, they have all the names of the people who lost their lives in the Trade Center attacks. This is just a picture of some of the names. So they have them engraved all the way around both of the fountains. And this is the new Freedom Tower that they're working on. It's been a couple years in the making, so hopefully it'll be done soon. They have a plan for a couple other buildings to go up on the area, but the way they're going, it's going to take quite a while. My friend's been the past 3 years, and she has the stages that are getting slowly larger. Okay, this is just my random fun things, which the whole trip was kind of random and fun. But this clock on the left, you can't really see the whole thing, but the numbers when you look at it are constantly changing, and it tells the time coming in the beginning. So it's like the first 4 numbers of a time that it is, so it'd be 11:21. Then if you look at it backwards, it's how many hours, minutes, and seconds are left in the day, and the numbers in the middle are just constantly changing. So you look at it, and the clock is just constantly changing, which is pretty cool. And then the dandelion on the right, I guess they had steam releasing from that building, and they just decided to make some cool artwork. The steam comes out the center of the dandelion. So I went to Barry's boot camp when I was in New York. Barry's boot camp is like a celebrity type workout thing that I had heard a lot about and seen in magazines. So I decided to go. It's supposed to burn 1,000 calories an hour, and it was so hard that I wanted to cry the whole time. But I'm glad that I went and got my butt kicked. It made me feel better about eating so many calories when I was in New York. Okay, for those of you who watch TV, you guys will recognize, or I guess girly wedding shows, you'd recognize Kleinfeld's. It's from Say Yes to the Dress. So I saw that when I was in Chelsea, and I had to take a picture to show my sister. I thought that was pretty cool. And then in FAO Schwartz, they have this big piano that if you run and dance on, it lights up and it'll make the noises of the keys. This is just a picture of kids on it, but I made my friends go on it with me, and we were the only adults on there, but it was a lot of fun. Just act like a kid, and no one really cared. So, and that is the end of my presentation. This is just a picture of the skyline from my friend's house that I got to wake up to every morning. Do you have any questions about my trip to New York?
Have you ever seen the movie Big with Tom Hanks?
No.
He does the thing with the keyboard at FAO Schwartz.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
And they had like a green screen, so they took all these pictures of you before. So I felt really kind of silly doing that. Like you had your phone